Greetings viewers, this is Monotone Maverick coming at you with another video. And I want to start by apologizing to all my subscribers and viewers that last video I've done was the unboxing for the Rescue Mark 49. And in that video I said that the next video on this line will not take too long, and it's been quite some time. I do apologize, I've just been traveling, a bit busy with my spare time. Uh, my schedule has changed recently, so just a lot of personal stuff. So I do humbly apologize. But for those who are subscribed and patient and support me thus far, I thank you all for that. But without further ado, let's continue with this review. In this video, I would talk about each of the individual part that comes with this kit, and just give you a very detailed description of each part itself. So without further ado, let's get started. So I want to start off with the head, and it's very standard of the other Iron Man kits that I've done so far. Just a little more sleeker, I would say a little bit smaller, due to the fact that this armor is more feminine, only because it was made for Pepper Potts. So this definitely has I would say, a much more sleek, slimmer a mold to it. But I do really like the way how the navy blue and I would say this titanium gold really balance each other out. And the detail on this is pretty sleek too. Nothing too extreme, but it has that nice little touch to it. So I really do like that. There's only one thing I don't like about this head, is that they are light in it. However, you would actually need to take this piece off and just hit that button right there. And whether you have long enough nails or a tool, you can light this up. But that's the only thing I'm not too fond about that. I can't push this down to really turn the lights off. So that's one downside to it. Next up is the body, and I decided to do a little bit different with this one. I decided to not do a separate review on the waist, just because there's not too much there. So I figured I'd just attach the waist to the body itself. But as you can see here, there's a lot of nice details with the blue, with the titanium gold, even that gray, silver, or even gunmetal color as well. And of course that nice little centerpiece there. And unlike the head though, just a simple press of the button and there's a light. So I'm really happy with that, on how that turned out. But simply put, this is really nice detailed. I really like the way how the makers of the pieces, the runners and the plastic, it kind of goes well. They did a really good job on this. And also another thing about this kit, particularly the back, these flaps are actually open to showcase the jets that come with this kit. And this actually reminds me of the Mark, I want to say the 46. Yes, I was right, the 46. That was the first Moorestorm review I've done for this line, so be sure to check that out. But yeah, that kit also had flaps in the back to showcase the detail underneath. So this is, just open this up, and I think there's actually more. Yep, I was right. So you see all these nicely open in the back. And actually there's some nice detail there. This one is not too detailed, so it's kind of unsatisfactory. But still kind of nice that for this kit they added those flaps in the back. Do have a nice little, jet propulsion display. So that is kind of nice. But in terms of some articulation, naturally I do more when I do the full review. But there's the ways to go side to side. And not much of up and down, just more side to side thing. The one thing I do like though is when you do move the raised side, it does close this little hidden area, this little gap here, whenever you pivot like so. So I do like that. But one thing I am not too fond of the body, and I will show the other parts too, is that this kit comes with some stickers, and there was 2 here up front on the waist. I feel like that to me is a waste. Like, why couldn't you just make some more gold pieces, more plastic pieces that you can just snap into place? I feel like that's kind of lazy in my personal opinion. But yeah, these move as well, and I would definitely show more when I attach the legs. But as for the neck, do move ever so slightly, and probably a much better articulation when the head is attached. But that's about it for the body. And next is the arms, and I would say maybe the arms is my least favorite of this entire kit, because this is where majority of those stickers are going to be. And I just feel like it's kind of lazy, just engineering, just lazy supply. It's just that, like, why add the stickers? Like, why couldn't you just add more plastic? Yeah, you may just need to, just snap some few plastic pieces into place. But I personally like that a lot more. Naturally, this is the cheaper route, so I have no idea what was the whole manufacturing process was all about. But that's just me personally. But yeah, I still feel like the stickers were not needed. But that aside, I do like the colors, just like this entire motif. The blue does work well with the titanium gold, and if these were actual plastic pieces and not stickers, then I would say this would actually stand out a little bit more. But that aside, though, there is some slight articulation. The shoulder flap does open like so. And actually, it does, this arm does bend, but actually you need to, don't extend it that much. But you actually need to extend it just a little bit in order to get, there you go, extend it from the forearm, not the upper arm. But to do that, just so you can have a nice little bend there. And the this part of the gauntlet does move a little bit. I think that's mostly due to the hand, because just like the other Iron Man kits, you can just take this off, take the fist off, and replace it with a different one, like so, open hand. Or you can add one with an effect part, and you can either, this kit comes with this one, this effect part, this one as well, but you actually need to remove this piece and then put this in. So, which is, I personally believe, is kind of lazy. Like I said, I think they really did not bother adding more plastic to the manufacturing of this kit, which is really disappointing, because the other kits I built so far in the Moorstorm, they actually come with, I believe, a couple of these as well. So you can do a longer projectile or short one regardless, instead of just interchanging them. But I will show about what this is about in a few minutes. But the one thing that's a little bit interesting about this kit, which I either like it or hate it, is instead of a light, an LED light, instead it comes with this little gem here. This actually is a sticker, so it does snap, it does stick in. But I actually kind of like this a little bit more than the LEDs from the previous 2 Iron Man kits I've built so far. And only because I need to disassemble the arm just to show so I can shut off the LED. Whereas this is just a little gem. That's it. But at the same time, it's a little bit disappointing because the other Iron Man kits I built does have the LED, but this one does not. So I like it and dislike it. But yeah, that's about it for the arms. Next are the legs. And just like to me, the head and the body, this, as I would say, is very slimmer than the previous Iron Man kits I built. Just because, of course, as I mentioned before, this is more for a feminine body. Pepper Potts wore this armor in Avengers Endgame. If those who have not seen it, sorry for spoilers, but I was about to say, it's about a few years now. You should watch it. But other than that, this is actually pretty nice, pretty sleek. It does have some minor detail, especially in the upper leg and a little bit in the calf. But still, though, it is pretty nice. Very sleek design, nothing too crazy. And I wish there was a little bit more titanium gold, but I would say it's not too bad as well. But in terms of articulation, it does have that nice knee bend. And actually, I wonder if this comes off a little bit. Nope. Okay. You have a few moving parts. So the back of the calf does open just slightly, so you can have that nice knee bend. And of course, this part actually disconnects as well. So let's show one more time, like so. It's actually a pretty nice bend too. I kind of like it. And this, of course, whenever it's attached to the waist, does move ever so slightly. And the foot it's on a somewhat of a ball joint, but it does go side to side. And of course, the toes can articulate as well. So there you have it for the legs. Now, one thing that to make this kit does stand out is the drone. And the only last kit I built that has a drone was the Mark 46. But this one is a little bit different. This one has a lot of detail on it, which makes me like it and somewhat forgive from a few things I've mentioned so far about the negatives of this kit. But it actually is pretty nice. The only downside I kind of don't like, I feel like these parts right here is a little bit too loose. And the thing is, I didn't actually sand the num marks down. I did not just decide to just build it as is. But I wonder if other kits of the Mark 49 are just as loose. So, but there's actually a lot of detail here, which I love it. And even the backside too, there is some detail, especially on these four bigger parts of the drone. So very nice there. But the way how this actually works is that you can actually change it to two different ways. So here is the normal drone part, like so. But also you can actually disconnect this and disconnect it over here. Maneuver these two pieces like so. So here's a top view of how it looks. And these pieces that I just disconnected, there's actually another hole here. So if I were to just put this right here on this end, like so, and use this hole in the middle here, oh, I just got this wrong. Yeah. Yep, I did get this wrong. Silly me. It's supposed to be like this for the top view, not like this. Because if you would put it like this, then these pieces won't be aligned properly. So you need to move it like so. So yeah, there you go. So you actually need to hit this end hole here. That would go inside. I'm sorry, this peg would go inside here, like so. And this bottom one hole and this peg here. There you go, much more aligned. And you can still maneuver these however you wish. These don't move, unfortunately, these two parts of the drone. Yeah, they all move. It's fun enough when I just adjusted this for a blaster mode. It says to remove these, you don't really need to, as I showed you. So this also comes with an effect part, and that will just be connected in the center. And as for these two parts behind the drone, that's actually when these hands come in. So you can either add an effect part here, or you can just use these hands, snap it there, and snap the other one here. Something like this. And naturally the figure would be holding it like so. But yeah, I would definitely say the drone is my favorite part about this kit. And last but not least, of course, the action base. And this is no different than the other action bases that came with the previous Moorstorm kits that I've reviewed so far. The only difference is, of course, is the label. So in this case, the Rescue Mark 49. And the other thing that comes with it is this attachment piece right here for the drone. And just like this one for the figure, you just move that piece over so you can loosen the grip and you can adjust this how you see fit. I will say because one of these pieces broke on the previous, I want to say it was the Mark 50, I think it broke off. Just be careful a little bit. And as for this one, this is supposed to adjust, but since it's actually screwed down, just loosen that screw a little bit, and so you can actually adjust this how you see fit. But that's about it for the action base. Thank you all for watching. I know this part of the review has been long overdue, but like I said before, just been busy with a different schedule change and for work, and just been traveling for the past couple of weeks, so I just didn't really get a chance to really sit down and review and upload this video. But that aside though, I'm just glad that you all have been patient and waiting to hear more about this kit. So with that being said, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more video updates. You all know that the next video coming up for this kit is the full assembly and the full review along with my final thoughts. So be sure to check out for that. There are 2 links down below for my other social media platforms. I do have an Instagram and I do have a Reddit account that I use for discussions and blogging. There are 2 videos here, the most recent one, the unboxing of this kit, and one that YouTube pick out for your viewing pleasure. So with all that being said, thank you again, and until next time, keep on building.